back to my channel. In today's video we are at my house because I'll be decorating my living room for Christmas. I'll be giving you all the cozy ideas and inspiration, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Natalie, and every week I take you home decor shopping, and I've been posting Christmas decorate with me videos ever since early November. I shared how to decorate your Christmas tree like a professional, how I decorated my Christmas tree. I also decorated my office for Christmas and my kitchen, so this is probably my 5th video that I share for Christmas, so I'll make sure to link them down below for you all. And if you like this video, I would love it if you could subscribe, and without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. And welcome to my living room. This is the space that I'm handling. We have a large sectional here and a mounted TV to the wall and a TV stand, so we'll talk about that in a second. But the first thing I'll do is place a rug in this area. And this one is actually small for this room, but it's the one that I have while I'm able to get a larger one that can cover the entire area of the sectional. For now, this one will do just to give it a little bit more of a cozy feel. And then before we start decorating, let's set up the ambience for Christmas. I have a wallpaper that I'm gonna put on my TV, and I have Christmas music on my earbuds, but a lot of people like to play Christmas movies in the background, which is also super nice. My TV stand is the first thing I'll be decorating today. I actually used to have 2 of these in this area, and they will reach window to window, but one of them my husband took for his man cave, so I was left with one, and this one down the line will go in my office, and I'll get a different one for this area. But as this is very small, I had to come up with ideas as to how to make this space a little bit more proportionate because this is a really small TV stand. But we'll talk about that in a minute. I am starting with a table runner that later on I regretted and took off because I thought the color would just not match the rest of the decor. And then this garland. This is a very traditional garland, nothing sophisticated, but it'll give dimension to the decor that I'm going to be placing here. So I'll make sure to fluff that very, very well. And if you're wondering why I placed that table runner backwards, is because the front of it looks to me like a North Pole candy cane style, which I love, but it's not the style that I'm going for in this space. I'm actually going with farmhouse and country decor because I do have a lot of decorations in this theme, and so I thought it was going to be very cozy if I did it in the living room. But unfortunately, the tone of red was too bright for the rest of the decorations. It was not gonna look good, so I decided to take it off. Then on my garland, I added those twinkle lights I shared that I got from Walmart 3 years ago or so, and I've never unpacked them, which is why I was able to use them, because you know that if they get tangled, those twinkle lights, there's just simply no way back. I added that Santa Claus from Walmart, and then I'm adding a few table decorations here from Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, that snow cone broke in the move, so I'm trying to hide the side of it that is a little shattered. And funny enough, I realized that I have not placed my stockings anywhere. So because this area is going to be country and farmhouse and my stockings are black and white buffalo check, I thought they will go well in this area of my house. I have different themes going on, so I figured I will hang them off the TV stand. But I feel like they were missing a little something, so I added a few of these cranberry stems, which I attach off of the little hook that they bring. I'm stacking a couple of books right here to place my Christmas squirrel that I got many years ago from Michael's. I love the squirrel, and I try to incorporate it in all of my Christmas decorations when I can. So I wanted to give her height, and that's why I used the books. You're going to see I regret that decision later, but it's funny because I don't want to cut these moments where I'm decorating, because this is how this works. You kind of have to try things out and see if you like it or you don't, and if you don't, then you need to see what to do next. So that's what I'm doing here. That's why I left that unedited. I added a beaded garland to my garland in the back, and then I'm going to add these pre-lit little houses, which in a set of 3, I think they'll look so pretty and cozy in this area. And speaking about cozy, let me know in the comment section down below what element of home decor is cozy to you when it comes to Christmas. I'm reading you all. And you can see right there, I took off all the books and decided to leave the squirrel on her own, alone, only because I just didn't like the touch of blue that the books were bringing into this whole picture right here. But this is how the area is turning out, and so far, I'm loving it. Next up, I am going to be working on hanging a couple of wreaths on the windows that are right next to each side of the TV, and for that I purchased those command hooks that you saw in there. They can hold about 4 pounds each, which is enough for an undecorated wreath. And the wreaths that I chose for this project are these right here, which I found at Walmart for $16 each, which is a steal. These are larger wreaths. They are full of greenery, and I wanted wreaths that were Christmassy but not too decorated. I wanted the greenery to shine on its own, if that makes sense, and I thought these were perfect for that. They are going to hang off of a ribbon, and I'm realizing the plaid ribbon I wanted to use is just too thin for the size of these wreaths. So I went ahead and reached for this red and black buffalo check right here, a little thicker in size. It is going to be a little bit more proportionate. So in order to connect the wreath with the hook and the ribbon, I need to use 2 strings of ribbon per wreath. Each one of those strings is going to create 2 loops. So the first one is the one that I'm doing here. It's a longer string of ribbon that's wrapped around the wreath, and then the second one is going to be smaller. This one is going to be made to hang off the hook, and you wrap it sideways or tie it up sideways from the first string of ribbon. I hope I didn't make that more complicated than what it needs to be, but if you need a closer look of what I'm doing to understand, that I'm showing you right here. I truly debated with myself on whether I should have added lights to the wreaths or not, and I mean, of course I want, but I was kind of afraid that the weight was going to affect the command hooks, and so I didn't. I still believe that these look very, very beautiful. When you hang them, just make sure you are fixing that ribbon that sometimes can get a little tangled among all the pieces of greenery from the wreath. Next up, I'm going to place a couple of mini Christmas trees on each side of the TV, and this is actually what's going to make up for that empty space that I got going on right there. I found these 6-foot Christmas trees from Walmart. They were fairly affordable for $25 each, and I know 2 of them kind of adds up, so I wanted to keep it simple on the decorations for these. I first started assembling them, and they do come very, very smashed into that box. So it's really important that you take your time fluffing these up. Now in here, I wanted to check the height for the tree. That's why I hadn't fluffed it, but ideally, at least for the second one, I did fluff each stem as I place it onto the base. Also worth mentioning, these trees are not pre-lit, and I knew that. I had some strings of lights that you're going to see me add in just 1 second. But be prepared, because if you are going to add lighting to your tree from scratch, buy more than what you think you're gonna need, because you're gonna need it, believe me. At least I discovered with this whole experience that I'm not great at putting lights on the tree because I haven't done it in so long. All of my trees are pre-lit and I don't add additional strings of lights. This was indeed a good experience, and to be honest, I just wanted a couple of bare mini Christmas trees that I could place in this area. I wasn't even going to buy proper Christmas trees like these, but I ended up coming to the conclusion that these are the most cost-effective ones that I was able to find. If I ever want to decorate a different room in my house in future Christmas seasons, then I'll be able to do so with these. So I decided to go for them. I assembled both Christmas trees, and then I went moment to figure out what it is that I wanted to do for the base of each one, because you can see these are pretty basic bases, so it wouldn't look good if I left them uncovered. So I decided to try with these mini tree skirts for two reasons. Number one, they are super budget friendly at Walmart. Number two, they really go with the theme. And also number three, because of my puppy, I didn't want something too big and bulky in this area that she can reach for easily and just go around the entire house with that skirt in her mouth. But because these are smaller, I feel like she can't reach them that easily underneath the tree. Then I went on with my lights. So I purchased specifically 2 strings of 100 twinkle lights for both trees. And I have to say I was short on it. Thank God I had more in the house. So I went ahead and completed with another string of 50 twinkle lights. All of them from Walmart. And funny story, when I was growing up, I don't think we ever had a pre-lit tree. I don't think that even existed where I come from. So I had to put, me and my mom, lights on our very tall Christmas tree every single year, then take them down and store them in a way that they wouldn't get tangled, just for easier use next year. So that was a whole process on its own. And I remember the first Christmas tree, which this year I placed in my office, the first one I had in the United States. It was pre-lit, and I thought, oh my God, this is the best thing that they could have invented for real. So this experience truly brought me back to the old times, and I have lost practice. I don't think I did my best into distributing these lights among the tree. I still love the look, and there's nothing better than decorating at night with all of the Christmas vibes, dimming the lights a little bit just so that all of the Christmas twinkle lights are the ones illuminating the space. And originally, I wanted these trees to sit bare with the lights, but I always say that decorating a Christmas tree is like putting makeup on. You start with the idea that you want something simple, and then you're like, why don't I add this? And why don't I do that? And you end up with a full glam look. Well, that's what happens with me with Christmas trees. So I added a couple of bows that I made with ribbon as the topper. I'm adding the sleigh with these skates. These are actually from Hobby Lobby, and they come separately. I just tied the skates to the sleigh, and I'm moving those stockings just to the other side so I can balance out a little bit more the decor. Side note, you may remember that sleigh and skates from my front porch decorate with me video from 2021. This year I decided to bring them inside, and they certainly look beautiful. Okay, here we started with a makeup process, but in the trees. I was like, okay, let's add this, let's add that. I was just working with things I already had that I feel like they will go well with the country and farmhouse style of decor. And even though I didn't want decorated trees in this area, I ended up with decorated trees because that's just who I am. If you've ever listened to that Dolly Parton audio going around Instagram where she says, well, I could go simple, but I want more. That's me. That's me with Christmas trees and Christmas decor. And to be completely transparent, if I didn't add anything else in this tree is because I didn't have anything more to add to the tree that would actually match the color palette that I have going on right here. In my defense, I feel like these traditional Christmas tree branches look better decorated than undecorated. If you wanted something undecorated, then definitely a more specialized tree, something that looks like it's a real tree, will do better for that, which that was also the main reason as to why I decided to decorate them and put some details to them. And this is the final look for this area. I am super happy. It looks super cozy, super festive. I was able to use a lot of my rustic decor that I wanted to use in an area of my house, and the area does not look empty anymore. I also love the sleigh and the skates. If I'm honest, this piece right here was what inspired that entire space because I wanted it to be the star of the show. We found these waterproof pet throw blankets at Sam's Club, and we bought a couple to have around the house for our puppy when she wants to climb on the bed or even on the couch. This is the one that was meant for the couch. And when I saw it, I figured, you know, this is a really nice blanket. Why not use it to decorate it? And whenever she wants to climb on it, she can just lay on it. And so that's what I'm doing right here. I'm putting it in the corner of my sectional, and I'm going to pair it with these 3 pillows. That black and white buffalo check comes from Kirkland's, and these 2 smaller pillows I believe come from Walmart.
Shine on, Christmas star, shine on.
And that is going to be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comment section down below what was your favorite idea, or if you grabbed a new inspiration to decorate your home for Christmas today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and I really hope I can see you in my next one. Bye.
Not touch their tone when we're caught in the Christmas rush. It's so easy to lose touch.